Welcome back to yet another Raid Shadow Legends video with your favorite podcasters from the Breakdown Podcast. I'm Miller King 51, and with me as always is my main man, my partner in crime, NKO Gonzo!
Howdy, y'all.
How's it going, guys? So, I have dragged Corey onto YouTube today because Raid Shadow Legends has put out another What's Next in Raid Episode 2. We are going to check it out. Corey, I will remind everybody that you are a 100% free-to-play player.
Yes, I
am not.
No, you're not.
Corey is, I would say your accounts are probably getting toward, well, your main account is getting towards mid-game, I would say, based on the amount of damage you're doing on the clan boss, and then you're starting to pick up some legendaries, not as many as you would like, but based on your spend patterns, you're doing pretty well. Just so you know.
Yeah.
I think you have like 3, maybe 4 of them now?
I have 4. I have Scarhide,
Soul the Drakes.
Silk the Shocker.
Right.
And
you have the Dark Elf freebie.
Yes. And
Royal Huntsman.
Royal Huntsman, that
right.
was
So you're looking at you're about 4 right now. So you're not doing too bad. Like I said, considering that you don't spend any money on the game at all in any way, shape, or form, that's not too bad. And it will pick up, I promise. Me, on the other hand, I am the dupe king of Delaware with more duplicates than anybody that I know, including my 3 Santas, my 2 Turvolds, my 2 Trundas, my 2 Rays, my 2 Lysandras. Yeah, I've got a lot. I would myself say I'm about mid-end game. I'm getting there with my with Faction Wars. I'm almost done with Faction Wars, so I would say I'm like mid-end game. I have a lot of champs. I just don't have a lot of gear, and I'm still working on my clan hall. So that's where I am. But what we're here today to watch is where Raid is and what we're coming up on. So
wait, before we do want to let you know you can check out our podcast. It is available on Google Play, on Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. It's called the Breakdown Podcast, in case you haven't figured it out. And every week we do talk TV shows and movies. Currently, we're talking, let's see, The Flash. And next week it'll be Cobra Kai.
Yes.
We finish up season 3 of Cobra Kai. You can also watch it live on Twitch at twitch.tv/MillerKing_51. The link will be in the description down below. We do that every Tuesday at 7 p.m.-ish. And I think that's about it. Oh, yes. Also, the subscribe button that's down there, the red one, please hit that. That does help us out. We do appreciate that. Also, hit the bell. You'll be notified every time we upload a new video. So, and leave us comments. Let us know what you think. And, yeah, Vic, let's break this down.
All right.
Video is live in-game right now, which means it's time for another video and time for some more sweet, sweet reveals. This year, we want to release more of these What's Next videos so we can give you guys more regular insight into
this guy just sounds like the host that you don't know Jack.
Discussing in-depth mechanics here.
I love that game.
In the update highlights videos. Instead, we'll try to showcase as much of the meaty, fun stuff as possible. Let's get into it. First up, one of our biggest priorities this year, clans. We know for a lot of you guys, your clan is the most important part of Raid, and seeing all the tight-knit communities you guys have formed is one of our personal favorite things. And because of that, we want to put some focus on clans to give you guys more things to do together, and more challenges for you and your clan mates to overcome. This means we're going to be working on more clan-specific content, as well as some general improvements like making it easier to find a clan that suits your personal needs, along with a bunch of quality of life improvements. We'll reveal more about the major clan features.
Quality of life improvement? What the hell does that mean?
So, like, things like, you know, when you...
They're going to give us money?
No, definitely not.
That helps my quality of life.
Well, remember how you hated the fact that you couldn't lock and unlock your character in case so you didn't accidentally like feed it to something? That wasn't always there. So when they made that was a quality of life improvement. So that's what they mean by that. So they're coming out with a couple new things, which one of them they're going to go into shortly, to make the game better for us as the players.
For now, we wanted to talk about what's coming up in the very near future. Clan versus clan tournaments. You know how tournaments go. You do in-game activities, you earn points, you win things. That's pretty much the same thing in clan v clan tournaments, but scaled up. This means much bigger prizes and a much bigger list of objectives to complete. So you can work together with your clan, play to each member's strengths, and win as much as possible. But here's the big difference. It's a tournament against another clan. It's two clans competing against each other to see who can get their hands on the biggest prizes, as well as the bragging rights. With clans being such an important part of the game, this is one of our first steps to building a little friendly competition and taking clan rankings beyond a simple global leaderboard. It's important for us to get the matchmaking system right for this. So, for the first inaugural CVC tournament, clan matchups, meaning which clan fights which, will be based on each clan's positions in the global rankings. That way you won't run into a top 10 powerhouse clan if it's your second week in raid. After that first...
So, this is my issue. Go ahead.
So, then are they going to say in this battle against this team you can only use like Minotaurs?
No. So that's what I was going to talk about. The way that they're doing this is it's right now it's basically like, so let's put it in context that will work for you. There's one section in there that's going to be leveling up champs, right? So during that week or whatever it is, which guild can level up the most champs? So you're gonna level up who can level up the most level, like the most commons up to level 5.
Well, let me tell you what, if I've got that on lockdown.
Right.
That's all I do.
Exactly. So like that's the kind of thing. So it's not even gonna be like the clans fighting against each other. It's just kind of like it's kind of like a relay race. Okay, so you're really good at like leveling champs. So you're going to level up as many champs as you can this week. I'm going to work on doing Doom Tower as quickly as possible, whatever. And then as we do those things and when we complete them, you're going to get prizes for it. And the clan that collects the most prizes doing all of those things wins the competition. My issue with it is most of the things, as you'll see in a second, are based after the stuff we're already doing, which is not a bad thing, but it's not really something new. We're just doing the same thing. All they're doing is giving us stats. So
yeah, they're
like, hit this button and you can see what you've done, as opposed to hitting this button to see what you've done individually. You get to hit this button to see what you've done as a clan.
Well, you're also going to get a bunch of free stuff too, though.
Yeah, but I'm getting free stuff now. It's not free because I'm having to work to get it. That's the point. Like I have to spend a bunch of extra energy because guess what? At the end of this, the guy that's ahead of me may only be ahead of me by like 500 points, so I got to go spend some more energy to try to beat that guy to get a higher score. I'm not hating on it because it is just content. It's something to do. But I think I want to do PvP challenges. I want to fight other people's champions. Like if they're yeah, that's what I want to do. No, but I'm not fighting a person. I'm not fighting against your strategy. I'm fighting against the AI strategy because you're not playing them. Like I want to be able to be like, hey Corey, let's duel. I'll use my 5 guys. You use your 5 guys. Let's have at it. That's what I want to do.
Marvel Strike Force has tried this and it failed.
Well, we'll see what happens.
They tried to bring it back, and it's failing too. So.
Well, this is their answer to it, so we'll see where it goes.
This tournament, matchups will be decided based on how well each clan has performed in previous CVC tournaments. Now, this isn't the only clan versus clan thing we're working on. We also want to bring inter-clan PvP battles to raid.
There it
is.
We
don't know what form that's going to take or how it's going to look, but we're looking into a few concepts, so don't worry. We haven't dumped full clan member versus clan member battles in favor of tournaments.
Because the problem with that is trying to get good matchups that aren't one person's not overpowered.
To win here. First, you get rewards for reaching certain point milestones during the tournament.
Here comes the rewards.
Points, and everyone in the clan gets whatever reward is assigned to that milestone. Simple. Speaking of points, this is where things get interesting. As you might expect, the clan that earns the most points wins the tournament. but the difference in points will also affect the outcome. See this progress bar over here?
I don't see a
It
lot
will
of
go
great
back and
prizes
forth
in
as the
there.
clans compete, and the more points you beat the other clan by, the better your rewards. Of course, you winning also means the other clan loses, meaning no extra rewards for them, so don't expect it to be easy. And if all that's not enough, the winning clan will get a permanent CVC trophy on their clan info
Yup.
page forever.
There it
The
is.
more wins you get, the more trophies your clan gets, and the more objectively awesome it is. There are also some very special rewards on offer from Clan v Clan tournaments in the form of 2 new types of accessories. First, Blood Shield. Blood Shield accessories will give your champion a shield equal to 5% of the damage they deal after they attack, giving your squishy damage dealers a big boost in the survival department. And like
Dude,
always, you can equip up to 3 of them for an even bigger shield. Now, they
15%
won't give you a
shield.
shield based on poison damage or from masteries that deal damage based on the enemy's max HP, because that would be super broken. But Blood Shield accessories are still very strong. Second,
Dude, that blood shield thing, you need that. So, you know, when you're going against that scarab that you're always having problems with, every
Yeah.
time they do damage, they get 5, 10, or 15% of that damage that they've done as a shield after they attack. So every time they attack that thing, it's going to put a shield on, which means the next round you have a shield. So it would help you, like getting those would help you achieve a better standing in, you know, with that. The fact that it doesn't work with max HP stuff though, because I was like, well, that's how you really buff up your cold heart that you're trying to build up, is give her 3 of those, and then her defense, she always has a shield to help her stay alive instead of dying all the time. But
Right.
it's not bad.
reaction accessories. They give the wearer a 25% chance of changing any incoming critical hits into normal hits when they get attacked before their first turn in every round. This makes them a great fit for slower champions who are in danger of being nuked out of the game before they get their turn. 3 reaction accessories mean 75% chance critical hits will feel like a tiny scratch, making them perfect to counter those speed
Kind of
nukers.
scratch.
Teamwork.
So for you, that's awesome. Like, because it does, when you're going into arena and you're having that problem where someone just is out blasting you with like some nuker that out of nowhere, you know, they've got 5 nukers on their team going against a ranked silver 3 team, and for some reason they've got like their platinum team down there. You put 3 of those things on, and 75% chance that you're not going to get blasted first round and just have all your guys killed is great. Put it on like Arbiter, who can survive if she'll survive through, or better yet, Red Riding Hood. So if they kill everybody else, Red Riding Hood survives. Cardinal, and she reses everybody, and you get a quicker attack. Like, that's great. The problem is for the people who are using the nuker, it fucking sucks. Because basically their strategy of being able to blast down the other team as quick as possible gets waylaid if they're on a clan that's able to collect those, you know, those tokens. So it's good and it's bad, but I think that the higher tier players are going to be like, oh, that's bull. Then the mid-tier players are like, okay, I can deal with that. That'll at least let me survive, you know, for that other team I have that I can't get the speed gear for. That's great, because at least they'll survive. And for you, you're like, oh, yes. You know, so I think there's 3 tiers of acceptance on this. And you and I are on that second and third tier, whereas like the big whales and krakens are like, get rid of that crap. So
Makes the dream work, and it'll also pave the way to some awesome goodies, so get your clan ready. For now, let's move on to the next thing on the agenda, champions. There's no lack of awesome new champions in Raid Shadow Legends, but what about a whole new faction? Meet the Shadowkin.
by the way, these 12 of these drop on like Monday or Tuesday, just so you know.
These mysterious warriors from the east are due to make landfall in Teleria soon, and no one knows
We knew
what
that
goals
was
they
coming.
pursue this far from home.
Yep.
Neither light nor darkness hold sway over them. Only strength and honor can win their loyalty. As you can see, the Shadowkin are heavily inspired by the mythos of medieval Japan, along with a load more Eastern Asian influences, and our artists had a blast adjusting them all to fit into the Raid universe.
Dude, she's
You
cool.
can expect
It's like swinging the chain.
Yeah.
ominous Oni,
Oh,
and a
yes.
whole host of
Yes,
mythical
I've got
badasses.
to get
The
my hands
entire
on that
faction
one.
is going to be attacker heavy and shit.
You like the
It'll
Oni? The Oni with the Naginata? Dude,
It'll end up being a common.
this is the one I was telling you about. He is going to be the fusion champ that's coming up on Tuesday that I told you to save up your energy and your gems for. That
late
you
to spend it all.
you need to try to get him because he's one of this faction is like super attack champ heavy. There's only a few support champs and he's one of them. Plus he's a legendary and it'll help your team. But I don't like looking at him at first shot. I was like, iffy. Like I'm not 100% sold on him, but I do all the fusions anyway, so I'm gonna do it. But you are a Mortal Kombat player. I am a Mortal Kombat player. You know who Bo Cho is, right?
Yes, I vaguely know who he is.
Look
I
at him.
Didn't play much of that.
He looks like a alt skin for Bo Cho. His name is Yoshi the Drunkard. He is literally a drunken master. That's Bo Cho. Bottom line. Somebody was like, I love Mortal Kombat. He's in the game. All right.
Provide some great
Dude, I want that one that was before this.
Yeah.
All challenges Teleria has to offer. We'll be adding champions to this faction over time, kind of like we did with the dwarves, so expect several batches of Shadowkin to arrive over multiple updates. And of course, we'll open up a Faction Wars crypt for Shadowkin when there's enough of them in-game. On top of these new additions, we're also working on a few more quality of life features to make your raid experience a little easier and give you a little more control. They're not features like a big new dungeon you can play through, but we think you're gonna like them. First, we're planning to introduce champion tags, which will give you the ability to mark champions in your collection. This is going to be incredibly useful if you have multiple
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. This is a huge quality of life thing, especially for me, because I am constantly trying to figure out which one of my Santas has the good gear, which one of my Santas is set up for speed, which one of my Santas is set up for defense, and I never know which one it is. The only way I can do it is by opening each one, seeing which gear set they have on, then going to the next one, and usually it's the third one I pick that's the right one.
Yeah.
And what I've been doing is my main ones are in my inventory and my secondary ones are in my vault. So they'll have the little vault icon on it. That's how I know right now which one is my main version of my duplicates as opposed to my backup duplicates. So the ones that have all of the books on them are in my inventory. That's why all my inventory is always full of fucking my legendaries. But this will allow me to not have to do that anymore. So that's awesome.
Instances of the same champion built for different game modes or roles, or just with different artifact quality. You'll be able to know which is which just by looking at the profile picture, and it's going to make team selection much faster. Another one we're working on, which is my personal favorite, is an AI override system. This will let you predetermine the behavior of your champions when you set a battle on auto, which is going to make it much easier to auto some of those tougher levels or to set up more complex team compositions that will work right every time. Basically, you'll get to choose which moves your champions use and when.
Oh, dude.
Save team presets.
Yeah, you saw that?
Yes.
That's awesome because I can't tell you how many times I've been like, I don't know which team, what team did I use last time on this or that. Dude, that's awesome.
Let me ask you this. What was the question I told you the other day? Or what did I tell you the other day?
You wish you could set up teams so you didn't have to go back and rebuild them every time?
No, well, sort of. I sort of said that. But
like they do in Marvel?
I couldn't remember what team I used to get by the spiders the last time. And now I've got all these characters. I'm like, I don't remember what it was that I used.
Yep.
That will help. I applaud that one.
More so also with that, what they were saying about the AI. So some of the champs, when you put them on auto, they don't think very well. So in the past, let's take Coldheart for instance. Before they made the update that they just did, where she won't use her A3 when she's not supposed to, she would just like say with Fire Knight, she would just hit the Fire Knight shield with her A3, which does nothing. So now they set it up in the game so that she'll keep doing her other 2 moves. When the shield's not up, she'll use her A3. This allows you to set that up yourself. So, for instance, Nethril. Nethrill's A3 isn't useful against the clan boss, but Nethril can put down poisons like a beast if you have him in your clan boss team. The problem is he's going to waste a turn every time he tries to use that A3 for no good reason. So with this, I can tell the AI, don't use the A3 when during the clan boss game, during the clan boss play. And then when I put it on auto, it'll just do A1, A2, A1, A2, A1, A2. It'll skip over that A3 every time instead of me having to like try to stop it and make sure it doesn't do the A3, which is really fucking cool.
Beyond all the brand new things, we're also going to build on Raid's existing content. For example, the Doom Tower is going to get 2 new bosses, each requiring a unique strategy to take down. They'll add more variety. And
Griffin's cool looking.
Raid's deadliest game mode, and we think it's going to make the tower even more interesting.
Black Dragon.
To figure out. We're also going to add more dungeon levels, which will be both harder to beat and provide better rewards, which will give Raid veterans something to test their best teams against. We're also working on...
Now that you just got all your faction wars done.
No, that's not even the problem. That's talking about like the spider, the dragon, the Fire Knight, which is fine. You know, I'm at 20. It's adding 5 more levels. That's fine. But here's my problem. So right now, 20 is difficult for most people. Have you beat 20 yet on your main?
Nope.
Okay, so you haven't.
I can't even tell you where I'm at.
You haven't gotten to 20 yet on your main, but I've beaten 20 on my main, and I'm down to a 49-second run, which is not the best because I've seen people do like 5-second runs on that thing, but I've got a sub 1 minute run. Now I'm going to have to go to 25, which means I'm going to end up going up to a God knows what run. But if they don't give us better drops for that, why the hell would I spend my time and energy literally
Here's the problem.
Trying to fight that thing if I'm going to keep it? Like, those last 5 better only drop 5 and 6 star gear, and they better only drop purples and golds. That's what it needs to do, and I'll be fine with it.
You just mentioned something that I was just going to say, and that was when they add new levels like that, they need to put out more gear that's going to help us.
Right.
Because if you just keep the same gear, if we keep the same gear on these guys, and these levels are getting harder, and our guys are staying at the same level, then we're not going to beat those new levels.
Right.
So they need to put out better gear.
They're looking at this as something positive for the end game player, which is fine. But again, the rewards need to need to equal out to the effort. So if I'm going to go and run those, which I will because I'm an addict, I'm going to want to get better gear from there. And as long as that happens, I'll be good. But if not, then like you're pushing us up. It's like doing Doom Towers. It's just like multiple Doom Towers. Because what we have to do in order to progress for him is going to be very hard to accomplish. So,
well, endgame player or not, they need to put out better gear and make it not out of our range to be able to get it either. Because to be honest, Marvel Strike Force is going that direction.
Yeah, they just need to find a way to make sure that one, it's very impingent upon you getting your great haul done, and that's fair. I think that's fair, but I need, like, right now I have champs. I just need better gear, and I'm running the content. Like, I'm running the hell out of Spider 20. I'm running the hell out of Dragon 20, and I'm not getting a lot of 6-star gear. I'm getting a good amount of 5. I'm getting a lot of 5-star gear, but I'm not getting any good 6-star gear that has even halfway good stats on it that I can roll, that I want to roll up. I'm getting a lot of silver, but I'm not getting any gear that I really want. So I'm hoping that will at least give us 5 and 6-star guaranteed, blue, purple, and gold only. Like, that's what I'm hoping happens. So we'll see what happens.
We need more silver.
Yeah.
On another set of missions. Getting the Arbiter is a big milestone in your raid journey.
Yes, it was.
But we know a lot of you have already got there, so we want to give you something new to do.
Yes.
Incorporate new things such as the tag team arena.
Oh, I love a dragon.
And so on. Completing them will let you get your
dude, that dude is sweet looking.
And you can...
Dude, look at him. Dude, I love dragons. Look at that dude.
What faction is he going to be with?
Lizard men?
Really?
Why? Yeah, of course.
I guess it makes sense.
I mean,
when I look at him, I don't see a lizard man.
I mean, it's a dragon, dude. It's literally a lizard man.
I get it.
But it does have a solid Asian appeal to it, so it could be part of the new faction. It could be part of Shadowkin.
Hell, I was
Because
thinking
dragons are a very big part of Asian mythology and culture, so I could see that being part of that too. Plus, he's carrying a freaking it's not a halberd, but like a war spear, so it could be.
Never have enough of those. Along with all of this, we're still going to be adding more champions to the summoning pool, and you're looking at some concept art for them right now. And don't worry, we're not forgetting about the old guard. A lot of our existing champions will be tweaked and...
Dude, that dude's a cobra.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely lizard man.
Wait, why does he have a tail?
Well, because he's a snake. He's a snake with legs. He's not a man with a tail. He's a snake with legs.
True.
So, and this one, bird, is that a chick? Bird person, is definitely Skinwalker, but that's cool looking. I always wonder why they didn't have some kind of a bird thing.
Priorities. We also want to expand upon champion ascension. We don't want to just add more levels of ascension with the same old resources here. We want to make it a fun challenge and give you a real reason to do it beyond a simple stats boost. We're not ready to show our hand here just yet. But...
What do you think that means?
I have no idea.
I mean, that's why you ascend them, is to get a stat boost. What else could they add to that to increase to make ascending better? I mean, the only thing that I could possibly think of is specializing. So if you ascend to, say you ascend to 6-star 60, right? You could ascend again. So maybe it goes from purple to gold, right? And as you ascend to the next level, you can specialize
They're
in
already gold.
Well, okay, so from purple to whatever. But they ascend. You can then specialize in ascending in defense, attack, but flat stats, not percentage. But like you can increase your attack on one character, you can increase your defense on a character, so something like that maybe. I would be down with that, because then if you have an attack champ that doesn't have a very good attack stat, you could increase that stat without having to have the gear. Your base stat would increase, which would allow you to do better damage even if you don't have the gear. You could spend the ascension points and spend the time getting ascended more, like second level ascension, and then you could increase all of your primary stats that way, or specialize in one primary stat that way. I think that'd be kind of cool.
But we'll turn one card over. Here's a couple of teasers connected to the feature that tickle your imagination. Any guesses what this tower thing will become when we do the big reveal? Leave them in the comments below.
That tower thing
was weird.
That tower thing is going to be another clan boss, I think. That's what I think.
Over. Here's a couple
there's no way that's
one
of the playable characters.
No way.
Any guesses what this tower...
Dude, look at that thing. Like, that other picture made it look like it was Goro, like it had 4 arms, but it's got 2 bodies and only 2 legs. That's gotta be awkward. I want to go this way. No, I want to go this way.
Go this way.
All right, we have to walk sideways.
When we do the big reveal, leave them in the comments below. And that concludes
Dude, that's
What's
crazy.
Next in Raid video. These are just the things we felt ready to share with you guys, but we've also got a lot of other exciting things in the works too. If you like this video, want to see more of these, hit like, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell to make sure you always see these videos first. Happy raiding!
Well, that's a lot, dude. There's a lot coming up. So, based on what they did, the first one of these that we did, they've pretty much done everything that they put in there. They did it in pretty quick order. Most of the stuff was pretty good. I don't have a whole lot of complaints. I mean, they added the 3v3 battle, which I hate, but it is what it is. But there's not a lot here that I think I don't agree with. I just hope that they do it in a way that's not going to cost us a bunch of money in order to participate or be involved in.
Me anything.
Oh yeah, of course not. But I also hope that they implement this stuff pretty quickly. I'm looking forward to the new champs. I definitely like the look of the Shadowkin, which is pretty awesome. I really like that dragon dude, so when that pops up, I'm going to be running that for sure, because I'm already done with my Arbiter mission, so that'll just be another 3 months of grinding. But it will give me something to do when I'm at that point where I'm like, I'm tired of doing freaking 3v3 battles, because I hate it! Even though arena is my favorite part, I cannot stand 3v3 battles. And now they've made it, you have to do 10 of them in order to get your tier reward at the end of the week. So it's like, man, you guys are dirty. Yeah. But overall,
I just wish I didn't have to keep hitting the button once I simulate one match. It undoes it, and I have to do it again. I wish I didn't have to do that.
That's the exact opposite. That's the exact opposite that happens because if you have a team that can't do auto, then you need to control them. Then you don't want it to start going before you get a chance to like set up your plan.
Yeah, but I could
We'll see what happens. But it's not going to be perfect for everyone. Some people are going to like the way one thing's done. Some people are going to like the way other things are done. But overall, I think that most of the things in there are positive. Like I said, I'm on the fence with that second set of amulets for the tournament thing. But again, our guild is little. We're little guys. But I think we have enough people to at least, if we get a guild that's equal to us, I think that we're enough of a grinding guild. Everybody in our guild works hard at actually like trying to progress their characters. So some of that stuff that's in there is kind of right up our alley. So I think that we could probably hold our own against a clan of our level. So that'll be interesting.
If the matchmaking is done right, then it'll be fine. If they don't have that down, then it's going to be a pain. It's going to be horrible.
Well, we'll see what they do. But so anyway, that's the Raid Shadow Legend review of what's next. Corey, I appreciate you dropping in and hanging out with me to go through this.
Thanks for having me.
I know I force you into these things sometimes, but it was fun. I always like getting your insight into it as a free player. I like that we can give our audience both sides of the coin, from a completely free to play realm, which is you, and a spend to win realm, which is me, I guess. But even though I do grind my ass off in this game, I indulge every once in a while.
That's not a pretty thought.
Don't think too much about things and you'll be okay.
Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you next time.
See ya.